Welcome to Reiki. I'm glad you're here. Let's spend some time together. Today's Reiki is for healing from trauma. This was a request by a sweet subscriber who unfortunately experienced an assault recently and is feeling sad, angry, and numb. And as I have been preparing for this video, I've been thinking about all of the forms of trauma that a person can go through. My sweet cousins lost their house in a house fire last week. Thousands of people have lost their home and been displaced because of natural disasters recently. This assault. Some people are dealing with trauma from childhood or trauma from continued abuse, living in situations that are not safe. As I was thinking about this video, I was reminded of the Me Too movement many years ago, where people were sharing their experiences of being sexually assaulted, and what a high percentage of people have experienced that particular level of trauma. So we're going to ask for the nervous system to calm down, reboot, reset during this session. Oftentimes, when something happens really traumatic, our body closes in on itself in a measure of protection. Right? So if you imagine somebody who's outside in the extreme cold, what happens to their fingers and toes first is the frostbite, because all the blood moves from the extremities into the heart to keep the body alive. So something similar happens with trauma. So whether that's from a physical beating, a spiritual attack, emotional abuse, the body tends to go like this. Right? We tend to curl in on ourselves. Like when we're attacked by a bear, they say the best thing to do is to roll into a ball and to not fight back, to not scream or yell or anything, because there's nothing you can do against a bear, right? So just to roll your body into a ball and wait. And sometimes that's what it feels like when we're under attack. It feels like we're being attacked by a bear. We have to protect ourselves. So today's Reiki is to recognize those emotions and let them start to slowly and easily and gently be removed from the emotional body, from the spiritual body, from the thinking mind, and then to help the physical body restructure itself and grow and nurture new healthy cells. And I decided to use Unakite today to help with this healing. Unakite is a beautiful harmonizer and stabilizer. It helps heal the heart chakra. It helps bring joy back into the body. It's soothing and helps with empathy. So a lot of times what happens when someone goes through a traumatic experience is that they blame themselves, or even worse, somebody else blames them, blames the victim, right? We've all heard about this. So we're asking Unakite to help you bring empathy for yourself and your healing process. It's a soother. It helps you as you're waiting. For the healing to come in. It helps bring peace while you're grieving and moving through the actions of life. And earlier I was talking about a bear. I happen to have a bear on a Unakite. And what I got to thinking about this is that this could represent a mama bear coming in to protect her cubs. So if you could imagine yourself as a little cub and what the mama bear would do to come in and help you. Unakite can help you form bonds. So a lot of times when we're in trauma, again, we are closing in on ourselves and we're not allowing others in because we're in a self-preservation, a self-protective mode. So we're asking this Reiki to help you to form beautiful, healthy bonds after your trauma. We're asking your mood and your spirits to be harmonized. So I'm going to invite you to take a deep breath. Imagine this breath right at the base of your tailbone, right at the root chakra. And take a deep breath into the tailbone and relax. Take a deep breath into the tailbone and relax. Take a deep breath into the tailbone and relax. And I want you to think about your feet. And if you like a good foot massage, I want you to imagine that your feet are being rubbed by a master masseuse. If you don't like your feet to be rubbed or touched, I want you to imagine that they are in some thick, warm, soothing mud. Like your feet are being enveloped by the earth herself. And feel those soothing vibes coming up through the bottoms of your feet into your ankles, shins, and knees, thighs, quads, into the tailbone. I want you to feel this swirl of Reiki peace around your hips. And if you can, imagine a beautiful orange glow right underneath the navel. And allow that orange glow to expand and grow and bring vitality and nutrients to the sacral chakra. Again, if you like a good massage, you could imagine your low back and your hips being massaged. Getting nutrients from the earth and the light of Reiki. And now we're going to tune into the solar plexus. The area between the navel and the breasts, around the diaphragm area. And oftentimes this area is really damaged by trauma. Because this is who you are. This is the expression of you and how you see yourself and how you move in the earth, move on the planet, how you interact with people. So I want you to imagine a beautiful, soothing light coming right into your solar plexus. You can imagine it coming in from the front or the back, or perhaps both. It's like that mama bear protective energy. And I want you to imagine this light harmonizing with the root and the sacral chakra. Bringing you back to you. Any parts of you that were lost through the trauma being restored, recalibrated, reignited for your good. I want you to just feel that soothing glow. And any grievances that are being stored in the mental, emotional, spiritual, physical body, we invite those to just stream away now, to be let go and released to the core of the center of the earth, to be recycled, rejuvenated, regenerated for the good of the whole planet, and especially for your health and healing. Just letting go and releasing. Feeling that anger and sadness stream away from you. And now we're going to tune into the heart chakra. So if you'd like to, you can place your own hands on your heart. So a beautiful Reiki hand position is one going this way and one going this way, if that's comfortable for you. Or perhaps both hands here. You can hover or touch. We're asking for a healing for the heart. We're asking for the ways in which the trauma damaged your heart, whether that be your physical heart or your emotional or spiritual heart. We ask your heartbeat to regulate. And to bring in peace for you and reassurance that you are okay. We're also going to ask that if you are still in a situation where the trauma is continuing, that you get a beautiful energetic support to help you navigate that and figure out how to get yourself to safety. Now we're going to move into the throat chakra. You can move your own healing hands there, or you can just tune into the warmth around your throat. Helping you communicate your needs to trustworthy people. Helping you to be able to hear when help is being offered. Continuing the energy flow up into the third eye, the seat of intuition. Another really hard thing that happens with trauma is that we lose our intuition sometimes because the perpetrator makes us think that we're the crazy one and kind of flips around our mind and our heart to believe that they are actually trying to protect us when in fact they are trying to manipulate us and control us. And that really damages our own intuition, our own inner knowing, our own third eye. So we're asking for some energetic help there at the intuition, at the third eye. Connecting that again from the root, through the sacral, through the solar plexus, through the heart, through the throat, and the third eye. And now connecting with the crown. The area above the head. And if you like, you could place prayer hands above your crown chakra. You can imagine a streaming of peace coming from above through the crown, through the third eye, through the throat, through the heart, through the solar plexus, through the sacral, through the root, and down to the earth. So you can imagine this beautiful, supportive, higher power light. Permeating every cell of your body. Showering down around you with peace, contentment, and ease. Now, take a moment to ask yourself, how do I feel? And what do I need? How do I feel? And what do I need? And if you are having needs, intend for the Reiki to go right where you need it. Is it into a relationship? Is it into a circumstance? Is it into the physical body? Do you need Reiki to help you with your next step? We're asking for peace, healing, release, stability, nurture, and grounding for you, my sweet friend. I invite you to take a few deep breaths here at the end and thank Reiki and the source of Reiki for the support through this time of trial. We're asking for comfort and an inner knowing that help is here, help is on its way, and the healing process has started. My name is Jennifer Hall. It is my distinct honor and privilege to share Reiki energy healing here with you on YouTube. My favorite thing to do is a one-on-one session, which you can book through my website. And now I've just discovered I have another favorite thing to do, and that is to teach Reiki, which you can also book through my website. It's kind of a goal amongst Reiki people that a third of the population would be attuned and trained in Reiki, so that every family has a Reiki healer to help support us through these tumultuous times. I would love to be your guide and your teacher. reflectyourlight.com. And as always, your likes and comments and shares and recommendations help the channel grow. And help send the healing vibrations of Reiki to more and more people, as more and more people need it in these times of unrest. So thank you for your support today, tomorrow, and always. Until next time, the light in me recognizes and bows to the light in you. Namaste.